Welcome to the Blackburn Ice Arena, home of the Blackburn Hawks, where tonight I'm joined by defenseman Ollie Lomax. How are you, Ollie?
Alright, Johnny, how are you?
Not so bad, thanks, mate.
Good.
How's the wrist doing?
It's alright, it's still holding together after a few games. So.
No repercussions, no?
No, but I should be playing. I've got the green light to play, but I am having to heavily strap it and tape it and still taking painkillers, so it's not 100%, but it's good enough to go. So hopefully it'll see me through till the summer, and then I can have a proper rest and come back 100% come September if they have me back again.
I'm sure they will. How does it feel to be back playing? Because you had a couple of setbacks, didn't you? It must have got a bit frustrating.
Yeah, well, when they initially did it, I thought, I wonder how long. My first question with the specialist was like, how long until I can play hockey? And he said 6 to 8 weeks. So 6 weeks went past, and I'm starting to get a bit of motivation back to play. I go back to the hospital. They said, oh, it's not healing as it should. So they cut the pot off, and then they give me the splint that I've been wearing. And then they said another 6 weeks. So it ended up being 12 weeks. But I think it was 13 weeks from me actually breaking it to playing. So it gets your hopes up. But I went through phases. I was like really involved with the change room, wanted to be around the lads. And then I'd have a weekend where I thought, I don't really want to go down because it's annoying me not playing. Well, that's a little bit selfish of me, but because I was out for so long, that's what kind of happened really. But I'm glad to be back, definitely.
Yeah, that's kind of leads me on to my next question about, we saw you at most games on the bench.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that at all, or has it been frustrating watching them playing and you can't?
I've got to be careful, to be honest, when I'm on the bench, because I'd get involved because I'm a player at heart. I kind of like say things and start chirping with some of the opposition and stuff, but maybe I should take a step back. But it just came down to the fact that I wasn't on the game sheets, and then referees started pulling me up because you get injured, then first time referee sees you, it's like, oh, you're not too bad. But obviously because I was out for so long, the referees had frequently seen me on the bench, and then they started to pull me up about the cards, so that's why I stepped back and went back in the seats with Nicole.
But you're back on the ice now. We had a big weekend last weekend, both Cup and League. Those games went well, but we picked up a couple of knocks, it seemed like. Most notably was Matt Viney. Can you give us a bit of an update of how he is? How he's doing?
Well, it was a bit of a strange one really, because he went down quite innocuously and there was no one around him, and he just kind of stayed down. But there was only 5 minutes to go in the game, but knowing what Viney's like, he wanted to carry on. But I think he's just twisted his knee, so hopefully precautions. He missed the Telford game, and we'll see how he goes tonight. But I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be good to go this weekend with a bit of luck.
That's good to hear. And a couple of weeks before then, I think it might have been your first game back, if not your second, the doubleheader against his Widnes.
Yeah.
You got a penalty shot, which is a bit of a rarity for you, wasn't it? Can you talk us through that?
I think
the finish well as well.
I think it was a silly thing. I think one of the players covered it in the net, and I think we were winning 5-0 at the time, so there was no pressure on. So Dangy goes, Ollie, you're taking this. Just do something. So I thought, go on then, I'll take it. And then I just kind of like the slowest penalty shot you could ever see. It looks like it's in slow motion, but got a few moves in my locker still, so it went too bad.
Yeah, took it well, nice, did well there.
Can still do a bit when I want to.
A few weeks before, actually probably a couple of months ago now, we lost RJ Barrett to the Edinburgh Capitals.
Yeah.
How do you think the team's handled losing a player of his calibre?
Well, a couple of years ago, if we'd have lost one of our first line players, we'd have struggled to fill in. But we do have a lot of strength in depth this year, and we've got quality. And people like Meikle, who doesn't play every weekend, like he stepped in, he's played a couple more games, he's gone up to that first line. Like Lee Pollock's still a really young lad, he's stepped up his game, and people have just moved up where they've had to and fill in. I think we've coped with it well.
It shows the depth that's in the team at the moment, isn't it? That although it's a big loss, not too much sleep loss, because you know there's players who can
any 5 players we put out on the ice will play the same way as any other 5, so we have confidence in everyone out there. So yeah.
And how's RJ getting on? Have anyone kept in contact with him? How he's getting up?
Yeah, he's doing well. He scored his first goal the other week. He's got a few points, and he's just enjoying life in the nice city. He's playing for a pro hockey team. He came over here to play ice hockey, so we've not stood in his way, and he's enjoying it. I'm actually going to Edinburgh tomorrow, so I'm going up to see him this weekend, and I think they fly home on Tuesday, so obviously they're getting married, so they've got to get the preparations for the summer, so it's a shame some of the boys won't get to see him, but yeah, he's doing well, he's enjoying it, that's the main thing.
You actually seen? Is he playing at the weekend, or is there no game for them?
They're playing in Braehead on the Saturday, but we're going up tomorrow. We're going to have some food and a couple of drinks, but then we're going to drive across to Braehead with Jess. We're going to take Jess across, but it's actually sold out.
Oh, is it?
So I've been trying to get a few contacts. I've been in touch with Bobby Egg and a few other people and trying to get tickets, but I'm sure we'll get in somehow. But then we was going to go back to Edinburgh for the home leg, but that's the rearranged game. It's all away. They got called off, so I'll be back here. So don't worry about that.
Busy weekend for you then, by the sounds of it. Along with RJ at the start of the season, we signed quite a few new players.
Yeah.
And there's some of them you know quite well. Some of them are obviously imports. Who's impressed you the most, would you say?
Well, I thought Ben Simister brings a lot to the party, to be honest, with his work rate. You look at Ben and he's putting 110% in, and he sets the bench level really for effort. But I think Max, I thought he struggled a little bit early doors because he hurt his shoulder and then he came back. But with myself becoming injured and like Donny not being able to play every week, I thought Max really stepped up his game. And I think he's been a really good addition.
And looking up to this weekend, I know you're going to approach it just like any other game, but it is quite an important one where a point will clinch the league title. Looking forward to it? Yeah,
definitely. But like you just said, we do have to treat it like any other game. It's just 2 more points that we need, and Solway are scrapping for that 4th place, and they are building momentum, and they've got some quality with like Senko and Single, 2 very good imports, and they're starting to put some performances together. So we're going to have to turn up. We're going to have a talk before the game, set our stall out, and just go and grind out 2 points and bring that trophy back to Blackburn again.
How's it going to feel for you? You know, not tempting fate. Say we do lift the league trophy on Sunday, with you missing quite a period of the season. Is it going to be a bit mixed emotions for you?
Well, not really, because if I didn't play again all season, like I'd still be made up that we won the trophy. Like everyone knows how much the Oaks means to me. I'm a Blackburn lad, like so. To come back at a very important stage of the season, it is quite bittersweet because I missed a lot, but I'm back in with the running and we can lift the cup, we can lift the playoffs. But on the flip side, I've got my health to think of, I've got my job, I've got other commitments in life, so if I wasn't fit enough to play, like, they take priority, but I'd be made up anyway. It's been a great season no matter what.
And looking ahead to the playoffs coming up in April, not 1 but 2 Blackburn teams make an appearance this year. What do you make of what Scott Barnett's been up to and their chances at that weekend? Yeah,
I think they're going in there quite on the back of some good performances. Like I know Sam Dunford really well. They've grown up with Sam and Bobby Cones, so they're 2 very good hockey players. And people like Wayne who've come back and Carl as well, and they've all been around Blackburn. So they've got a lot of people who've played hockey in Blackburn for a lot of time, and so the jersey will mean something to them. And Scott's got them playing a certain way. So if anyone takes them lightly, they'll turn them over, and you only have to win 2 games. Anyone could turn us over. Like if we beat Solway on Sunday, we'll win the trophy. But if we get them in the playoffs and they turn us over, we're out ourselves. So anyone can beat anyone that weekend. That's why you've got to be on your game, really.
And Scott is on the bench at some games as well, so he knows a lot of you lot quite well. You've got to know him quite well. He's really built himself a good team at Blackburn Eagles, and they're getting up year and year and year after. And who knows, it could be a couple of years they could be in the same league, playing against.
Well, a couple of years we might not be in the same league.
Well, yeah, you don't know the beauty of it.
You don't know what's going to happen, like with Silverblades taking over, but it's Sheffield's team to do it, so why not?
Yeah,
it'd be good for Blackburn hockey, wouldn't it?
Certainly would. The more teams, the better.
But you look at people like Riddick. I'd be surprised if we don't sign Riddick next season because he deserves it. He's plied his trade with Eagles and he's worked through to Oaks and he's put up some numbers this year when he's got on. So there's proof in the pudding there that it works.
And finally, to end this interview with you, the Blackburn Hawks Supporters Club, I think, are organising a Player of the Year vote. Kind of put you on the spot. Who would be your Player of the Year? And why would that be then?
Just because he's a machine.
He's a machine. I'll leave it on that then.
He's a machine on one leg.
A machine on one leg.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much for this, Al.
No worries.
Best luck at the weekend.
Thank
See you
you.
lifting the trophy on Sunday.
Cheers, pal.